She in. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. They will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man, oh devil dance. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around to the tumble. Next time
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, Argyle 80!
49. Check the tight end, check the time.
On first down, Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Fight down these two, fight down these two. Argyle 80!
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Mike's 49. Mike's
Now a give right side. Taylor pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Run to the ball. We got to run.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Here we go. 60 out low. Check. 53's Mike.
Don't get nervous.
Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Look, small. Hey. 50. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
From the gun, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Wild Bill. Shit.
Attack.
Shit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery
We got him.
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready. To Pittsburgh. Mike spoke. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Check. Kill.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll get this down only to the 18. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go now. Mike, 50. Hey, Lobo. 53. Let's go one more. '53's the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's pick it back.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey.
Check. Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
49, guys.
Hey, Sunday.
Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Pick it up, guys.
Now Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Set up.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Baby, that's baby shot.
2nd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third down, Daniels looking deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, dribble it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
You better bring it. Yellow.
Alert 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
They run it here with Gordon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
His team showed up.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
Second and 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Come on, baby.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
49. Cut.
Hey, Ripley.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
I'm coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That's where you belong.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know you feel that.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
50, Mike 50, huh? What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd and 2, Daniels. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
22, jet bomber. 22.
From the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He sets to fire, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Yeah, they should have known.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. We turn up. Let's get that ball.
Mahomes going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
15.
Shift. I got him. On me. 49.
Now Taylor.
Hey, man. Watch your boot.
And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yellow.
Mike, 49.
Yellow.
I don't think you got it, son. Check the backer.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
53's the Mike. 53. Check it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go. 60 out low. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
throwing on first down. Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Nice pick.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Check pass, check pass.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL and team.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Zoom. Foes and Mike. Mike's foes.
2nd and long. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
On first down, Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
2nd and 14.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Dances by him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Too little, Cupcake. Switch.
15.
49. Pick me up. Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Daniels, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On fourth down, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for Kansas.